This is TWiT.
One of the stories that we have on the list is about Google and Walmart teaming up for grocery delivery.
Let's get to that. Actually, that's a great thing. So why does that help? What does that have to do with voice?
Well, though they say, oh, they want to do it because they want to gain a foothold in voice assistance and voice activated grocery deliveries, where you can just say, hey, make sure my regular order is available for pickup at Walmart. And
do you think this is a big story? Because I mean, it's obvious that Google and Walmart are pairing up only in the face of the threat of Amazon.
I think it's an interesting strategy. And here's
do they have a chance?
Yes.
Have you used a Google Home to buy anything?
I haven't, but bear in mind that I don't like using the voice-activated devices because I find it's too much work to train them right now.
I use my Echo almost every day to buy something.
Yeah.
Because it's tied to Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon knows everything I've ever bought, so it's very easy for me to say, in effect, you know that thing I bought last week, buy another one of those. So if I say, Echo, buy batteries, it says, well, the last time you bought this, you want more of those? And it knows. Yeah. And that is easy. There's no training. That's easy.
So the reason I think that it's actually a really smart strategy is Whole Foods is fairly geographically limited. When they expanded the franchises, the people who cited Whole Foods always looked for really specific zip codes with really specific demographics because they wanted smart. They wanted to make sure they could guarantee so many sales per square foot, and there are only so many zip codes you can do that in. So Amazon is not going to have the same comparative geographic reach as Walmart does, because Walmart has a much different geographic strategy. So if you are Google and Walmart, you don't go after Amazon Prime customers. You go after the people who are not geographically served by the Whole Food Amazon team up. And you go after people who still have to buy fresh produce and eggs, but may live in rural Illinois or may live in southwestern Virginia or someplace where the nearest Whole Foods is not half an hour away. So they have a real opportunity here to serve a market that has not seen a lot of attention and love.
Just because there's so many Walmarts everywhere.
Yeah.
And it gives Google a scale that it's never going to meet with something like Google Shopping Express.
Exactly.
Which still seems like an experiment.
But Shopping Express has a lot of vendors. I thought they were just going to add one more vendor to Shopping Express.
Because Shopping Express has CVS and they have Costco right now. And again, Costco is another one of those retail chains that has a very limited footprint. They have more outlets and they're not tied exclusively to high-income neighborhoods, but because Costco's business model rewards more conservative growth in terms of putting down new stores and training a workforce, they don't have the same geographic penetration as Walmart does. Walmart's traditionally weak markets have been in urban areas, but Amazon Prime and Whole Foods do very well there. So by focusing on parts of the country that are underserved by an Amazon Whole Foods team-up, what Google gets out of this is a tremendous amount of retail data that they don't have access to otherwise, and they get a reach that Amazon would have to work very hard to get into with Whole Foods. Because right now what Amazon can offer is, oh, you can now buy like the 365 brand pasta if you're a Prime member. Hooray! You know, because you've been dying for this dry pasta. But
that, I was told, was one of the reasons Amazon really liked Whole Foods is because of their generics.
Yeah, and they do have a great generics section, but
they're not really generics. They're 365 house brands.
They do have great house brands, and the house brands are competitively priced. But
so is this kind of the Mayweather-McGregor of e-commerce? And if it is, who's McGregor and who's Mayweather? My money's on. I think Amazon's Mayweather. My money's on Amazon. I think this is a scrappy. Walmart and Google are a lot like McGregor. They're not really boxers. They're coming from a different discipline, and they're just hoping to box up against the big guy in this market. But I think I think Amazon owns this. Amazon in 10 rounds. That's my prediction.
Don't underestimate don't underestimate how much people will like it if it's easy for them to get fresh produce and dairy and eggs just by driving to a curb and picking it up.
What I don't have to drive anywhere with Amazon and Whole Foods. It comes to my door.
It's urban privilege, though. We're coastal, and
because it's urban.
Yeah, we're coastal.
We're not. You know, actually, we're not urban here in Petaluma. This is almost as much of a backwater as Alameda Island. But
I walked into that one.
We can get Amazon grocery delivery here.
Yeah.
Frankly, here the competitors are Safeway, our big, the big grocery store chain.
Yeah, because I know Meijer out. I think it's pronounced Meijer. It's got a J in the middle of it. I've only ever seen the signs in the Midwest. I don't think I've ever actually heard someone say the name. But there's a Midwestern chain, Meijer or Meijer, and there's Kroger and there's Safeway that they've all launched delivery things too. what I've heard from people who have used services like that is they get irritated at not being able to easily replicate things and pick them up when they want them to. If Walmart can manage to nail convenience, they'll really have something there.
And you really want to be built into somebody's voice assistant at a very deep level.
Yeah.
And if we're talking about Skylo, will never be built as deeply into Skylo as Amazon is. So I think it makes sense for Walmart, and it makes sense for Google too, because Google needs scale for shopping.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it going to be related to the success of Google Home versus Amazon Echo? Because again,
it's a major piece of the puzzle.
Echo's got my money's on Echo. It's the
Mine too.
It's the look at this. When Amazon said, our deal with Whole Foods is closing on Monday, FTC approval.
The crazy amount of stock.
Stock decline on Thursday, last Thursday, 8.1% for Kroger, 6%, almost 7% for Sprouts.
Yeah.
Costco 5%, Target 4%, Walmart 2%. Actually, Amazon went down a little bit and Whole Foods went up, but there were $12 billion in market value from grocery stores.
And it makes total sense because their profit margins are tiny right now.
Yeah.
And Amazon can afford to do crazy things.
Amazon's got a cloud business subsidizing it. So
they don't have to worry about profit margin potentially, and Safeway cannot lose money on every sale.
I'm telling you, you got to make a strong case for me why this Walmart-Google deal is going to do anything to stop the Amazon juggernaut.
I don't know if it'll stop. I think they'll have different market positions.
Walmart, by the way, hates Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Walmart, they bought Jet, right, so that they could compete with Amazon. I haven't seen anything come of that, by the way. Have you seen?
Hasn't changed my life yet.
Nothing's changed there. That was a waste of money.
I think they put the Jet guy in charge of all of Walmart e-commerce. So he may have played a role in this deal with Google.
He's been reorganizing positions, and they have been lining up the ducks behind the scenes.
They're just doing it behind the scenes. The Jet guy hates Amazon because he started diapers.com, and Jeff Bezos basically put him out of business and then bought him for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Killed him. Yeah. And he went and he said, I'm going to screw you. I'm starting Jet, which didn't really take off, but at least, well, I'm sure he made his money back with the Walmart acquisition. And now he's running e-commerce for Walmart. So you've got these Amazon. I don't know. I am not a bet against Bezos kind of guy. I feel like he's the one to beat at this point. And
I think the problem Amazon and Whole Foods are still going to have to crack is how to reach market penetration and saturation in parts of the country where you don't already have a built-in grocery infrastructure.
That's assuming they're going to stop with Whole Foods.
Yeah. I mean, they could buy somebody else. I joked that they should actually talk to the Aldi brothers, either the guy who runs Trader Joe's or the other brother who runs Aldi and Lidl.
They should absolutely buy Trader Joe's.
And
absolutely.
Because then you've got a couple different market and price points there, and Trader Joe's has enough of a culty following where if people are like, oh, I can now order my ginger snaps over, Amazon Alexa, sign me up. Walmart makes you drive to the store and pick it up. Do you want to do that, or wouldn't you rather they just brought you the food? I don't.
Why do you want to get in the car? I don't understand that.
You pick it up on the way home from work.
Okay.
Which is one way of doing it. Or while you're at Walmart and you've picked up your pre-packed groceries, you remember that, I also have to pick up.
Well, I understand why they like it.
Yeah. No, shoppers work this way too.
Shoppers like it? Okay.
Yeah.
I understand that I'm not a good
There are sometimes when you're strictly task-oriented, and then there are sometimes when you're like, so long as I'm here, this target of opportunity has just come up.
I increasingly notice that more and more of the stuff I get comes in a box from a UPS truck, mostly from Amazon. And I feel like there is a jump for groceries, right? And I've already made a little bit of that jump with Blue Apron, right? Yeah. So I'm almost there. Like I get 3 meals a week from Blue Apron. And of course, Amazon has their version of packaged meals. Yeah. Not as good as Blue Apron, but I have a feeling if Amazon doesn't acquire Blue Apron, they will duplicate it. Yeah. Which is why, by the way, the market agrees.
I think food shopping can be contextual, though, because like you, there's stuff I get through Subscribe and Save, like that.
I live on Subscribe and Save. I get a box too big for my mailman to deliver once a month.
So there's that, but there are also last-minute things where somebody is saying, our class has run out of graham crackers for snack. Can somebody please bring in a few boxes tomorrow? So there's, responsive, task-oriented stuff. There's the routine deliveries, or there may be special occasion things. I mean, food shopping is
What if I could have a drone deliver it to you tomorrow?
Oh my God,
tonight?
Drones would be so...
Yeah. Okay.
I have wished that there was a drone donut delivery service, because when it is 7:30 on a Sunday morning, and I'm like, I would have to put on shoes and leave.
Donuts.
It's like, I'm like, oh, my life, it's so hard. Bring the
Amazon
drones.
needs to buy sprinkles. And Amazon should buy Dunkin' Donuts,
Krispy Kreme.
Why not? They've got plenty of money, and they should buy, as long as they buy Noah's Bagels too.
See, Jeff Bezos is grinning at you for that idea.
Jeff, I think Jeff looks like he's the cat who ate the canary. Jeff has definitely back in there behind that bald dome there. There's something going on. There's some thoughts going on.
Yeah.
He knows he's on top. Yeah. And everybody, it's clear when Google and Walmart partner, not natural friends. Natural allies. When they partner, it means they're worried about Amazon, and I think they should be.